Hey.
Hey! Welcome everybody!
Live now.
The show.
Joker.
Sorry, we're 1 minute late. Seb decided to just disappear, and
I lost internet for some reason. I don't know.
it's because he's using it on his game too much.
Yeah. They're complaining that I'm using internet too hard.
Sorry if you can hear my cat screaming in the
Right,
background.
so today we're watching the second half of the first test match between England and Australia. Welcome back, Tim. We were very sad that you weren't with us the other day. Even I was, actually.
What we realise is we get less
saying
views
something.
when Tim's not here.
Yeah, I just, Tim wasn't there, and I was like, what's the purpose of me being here now? I didn't have any purpose to be here.
All I'm saying is I hope he had a good reason why he wasn't here.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Why weren't you there, Tim?
Well.
This could be a can of worms.
Good shout. So the game.
Anyway, so watching the second half of the first test match against Australia during the Ashes tour. Down under, as they say.
So this was the game where you said you weren't feeling very well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was feeling awful.
With that.
I was feeling awful. My stomach was bursting with pain.
Oh, Seb Buffetta.
Kumara. Is that how you say it? I keep saying Kumara, but I'm pretty sure that's sweet potato in New Zealand, isn't it?
I don't know, mate. Couldn't tell you.
Never heard of it. Seb's full of useless knowledge.
Yeah. Kumara is sweet potato in New Zealand. That's how they call it. Kumara.
Because knowledge is power.
Exactly.
He said you bag on him less when he's not on there, so he was having a mental health night off. No, he's doing something. Look, you can see him not concentrating.
Yeah, I'm not listening at all to you now. All right. I watched the stream tonight, and you.
Oh, here we go. This is what we're talking about.
Having a mental health night off. All right. Mental health night off.
Yeah, of you taking the piss out of him all the time.
Mate, he's the one that started it.
This is go back and forth.
Come on.
The one that started it. In 2017.
Yeah, and ever since, never forgiven.
The feud.
Well, happy VE Day, guys.
All right. Hiya, Zach. Are we doing one of those brain warm-ups? Have you got one of those brain warm-ups for us, Jack?
A brain warm-up?
I kind of need one.
You need a brain warm-up?
Yeah, one of those memory showdowns.
Okay, question 1. What is the sound of one hand clapping?
Clap.
That's two hands.
Plus it. What?
Uh-huh.
I've got a mate who can do it really well.
This is what we're resorting to.
Yeah, I've got a mate who can do both hands really well. It's like he does that.
Okay, so how do you call a red pepper in New Zealand?
Is this what you just looked up?
No, mate.
Yeah, you did.
I was answering messages.
The Rosa Pomodoro.
Jack, who was that fat bloke in the number 4 for you guys in this game? See?
I don't know, but apparently we're really bloated from eating too much at breakfast.
That was Seb's brother, Seb Buffetta, as we're calling him.
Happy VE Day. Victory. La fête de la victoire.
Mama Nai. Happy VE
You got your
Day.
flags out.
The Nai.
Oh yeah, that's the point. What? What did you say?
You got your flags out.
No.
No.
Not here.
Anyway, we should get into it because we're just
should learn those words,
4
mate.
minutes.
Yeah.
Mate, first thing I did when I got into the England team, made sure I knew the words correctly.
Didn't speak them in French.
Yeah. So, actual situation, 44-16 for England. Skipping slightly, as usual, when Jack's hosting.
Go back a little bit, mate, and then press play.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. You looked actually even slower then, Seb. And it's skipping.
Let me...
You're so funny, mate. You're so funny. Oh my god. You're this guy. You're so funny. This is your mum watching. I hope your mum knows how funny you are.
She does, mate. She's #1 fan.
#1 fan. Mother Nye, your son is very funny. And he has a beautiful beard.
You got audio, yeah?
Yes, actually. Got some crazy guitar solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like the highlight reel of State of Origins.
We have Laurent Dupuis joining us, mentioning Sylvain Krismanovic. Don't know who that is. Huh.
Chris Manovich.
Who's that? Who's Krismanovic? Have you heard of him? I haven't heard of him.
You don't know Chris Manovich?
No, who's that?
Mate.
Sounds a bit like a dickhead to me, but you know.
He's a legend.
Bottom laner, I think.
This is second half action in this opening test match.
How's it doing? Is it skipping?
No, it's all good, mate.
It's all good now. All right.
Brightness up, man.
Let's get it started. So we now have Scraps on the pitch, myself, Lewis King, Wayne Boardman, and it looked to me like it was Ryan Richardson, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
That's Ryan Richardson. And on the other side, is this your mum saying that you're just brilliant?
Yeah, mate.
#1 fan.
Yeah, obviously that's just.
Oh,
Whatever. I won't say anything. I can't.
correct.
Yeah, I just have to be correct about it. I must admit, Tim, you're right. I do look quite fat.
Seb's kryptonite.
Bring the mothers on.
Yeah, bring the mums on.
Yeah, your mum shut him down as well, didn't she?
Everyone's terrified of my mum.
First tackle. Didn't do anything wrong. Right, so on the other side we have Kanane, Zach,
Go on, Zach.
James Hill. I can't see the two others.
So Zach's birthday, actually.
Sorry.
Oh, there's Corey Kanane as well.
Happy
Father and
birthday, buddy.
son. Sean's just here to hear Seb. Oh, and Brad Groves. Okay, so I've got the 5. So we've got 2 from Queensland.
The try scorer on that occasion, and it gives us the scoreline of 44-16 as Kanane takes it forward now. For the Wheelaroos, gives it to his father Craig as Craig gives it
Nice
back
comeback inside.
Corey
Good ball.
Beautiful.
Good ball.
Oh, and look.
Hill came on late
He stays in his chair there. We're on the back foot straight away.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Tom's comment there?
Craig Kanane with the chip over the top.
Who's the gorgeous #4 for England?
He spelled
Hey.
ginormous
Much
wrong.
love. Sean, Tom, I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining.
For the Wheelaroos and the coaching staff are
And
rather
Corey, that's not nice thing to say.
So about a minute
About Seb's mate.
About my mate. My mate Sean. Look, mate, there's been like 3 tackles since the beginning of the game, and all 3 were me. Get in there, Wayne. Nice tackle.
Where the Blues were successful.
I would call him for hip thrusting there, though.
Wayne's the only person who has been done for more hip thrusts than an AB without hips.
It's mental because the same thing happens to Dan. It's obviously when they brace themselves, but
It's when they brace themselves, it looks like the hip thrusting, but
yeah,
they physically can't hip thrust.
So they're going to go
Yeah.
2 points, it seems, here on the penalty.
2 points already.
Considering the
Well done, Wayne.
So far.
God,
That was a fault in communication there between Wayne and whoever else it was. I think it was Lewis.
First part
It was Wayne's fault.
and then
let me have a seat.
sort of lost their way a little.
oh, he's blamed
Use
Wayne.
your- Use your little things.
It's the Queensland side.
Wayne on marker.
Yeah, it was Lewis, 100%.
Shoemaker.
Oh, Wayne.
Lewis gets it, and Wayne takes it like a minute afterwards. So double tagging, penalty, 2 points for free. You just got to communicate about it. You just say, mate, I got the tag. Okay, I won't get it off. All right, we don't want to watch the penalty if you want to jump forward.
Here on the penalty.
Yes, sir.
Please, Jack.
Get another
It's not very interesting.
smart play there.
He needs to take at least one hand off his wheels when he makes contact, otherwise it is a penalty.
Be great to have your company
Yeah, whatever, Tim.
Or of course on the live stream, either one as it goes into the in-goal area. Grove will get it.
Oh, is that what the call was? It was a charge.
No, he was talking about the tackle beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But was that where he knocked him over?
Yeah.
Yeah. No attempt for tag, I'm guessing is what he's saying.
That one hit Gust.
They're skipping slightly again, unfortunately.
That's they're going really fast. Oh
Yeah, okay, watch the whole setback.
Just watch who Seb tackles in that chargeback when we watch it again.
No, I was just making sure if ever he passed the ball, I had the other guy's tag.
What was he doing?
What?
I grabbed Brad Groves' tag just in case.
Look.
I mean, he could have passed it inside. Imagine if he passed it inside and then I took the tag off. Genius.
Or you could have carried on pushing and got him, and actually pushed.
He was way too far away.
Too fast for you. I thought
He wasn't too fast for me.
That day was obviously.
Just watch it back. That's interesting. We'll go watch how that happened. I did badly.
He hits the ball at pace, and Ryan's just a little bit too far in field.
In limited space, does get some valuable meters for the Wheelaroos. Working way short of the halfway line. Now to Corey Canane.
Yeah, he's really far in field. Gives him the space. And Corey being their fastest player.
Yeah.
Left it too open on the outside.
And the Wheelaroos, they get a valuable
goes to show, doesn't it? If you slip, like you can do perfect defense for the entire game, and if the second you make a mistake, it just gets destroyed, doesn't it?
Especially with a fast player like that. Yeah. Good stuff. Glad you have manners, Fred.
Thanks, mother. Taught by the best.
Fred with manners. Oh.
Oh, you don't want to watch kicks, do you, Seb?
It's boring.
You're boring.
Mate, it's like a whole minute just watching a guy kick, look at the post. Boring.
Good ball.
Great kick. Oh, do him on the outside.
I know, do him on the outside. That was like wide open. There was no way Brad was stopping it. He was going too. Brad was going too slow. If he just went for that, he was through on the wing then.
Yeah,
silly. I'd have been more angry at that than anything else.
He goes inside the attacking zone. Played brilliantly against Queensland a couple of days ago. Now back inside to Boardman. And the pass goes inside to Richardson.
Ryan could have gone on the left rather than the right there. Good ball, Seb.
And Collins is in for England.
Credit where credit's due.
Thank you, Jack.
I mean, it was all solid. It was all Nathan.
It was all Nathan. Quick note to Tim. What is that? Delaying the tag like that? You know, that's ridiculous.
Quick note to Tim.
His second or third of.
Who's this fat guy in yellow at the bottom there? Oh, that's Tim. Sorry, mate.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were picking on my mate JJ then. That's not nice.
Oh, no, I'm not on JJ. I like JJ.
But it shows you how much these players really put their bodies on the line for this sport. So much pride in.
Do we want to watch this then? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's watch it.
Privileged to be here.
Win yourself.
No, just focus on good content.
On Wednesday,
we were focusing on good content. You wouldn't be here.
Tries to give it back to Boardman. Boardman gives it away now to
I beat him.
Richardson under some pressure.
Good offload.
England under some pressure. Some clever work from Bashara. Down the touchline he goes.
But what you've done right there, Seb, is you took it into a position where we wanted to be, which is on them centres, didn't you? So like Ryan, if he did get tagged back there, we're going to be stuck at the sticks.
Oh wow, that was bad.
He pulled my chair then.
No, Ryan before.
Oh yeah, I was in support though, and then James Hill pulled my chair. That pass. Thank you for complimenting me, Jack. That's a change.
I'm in a good mood today, I think.
Yeah, I'm not, so that helps. Nice fake, Wayne. It was brilliant work.
It goes to Richardson. Richardson He hands the pass back to
Was that
Boardman. Boardman to Collins.
sarcasm?
That was 100%.
Slightly.
Beautifully taken by Shoemaker short of the line.
Well done.
And the test
Drop out.
See, the problem there was no pace.
Why
in
was that not a dropout, Tim?
Take the ball in the field of play.
Oh, here we go.
Now comes to Hill.
You're going to start attacking Tim as well now.
Yeah,
No,
well, you're
that
in a bad
should have been
mood,
a
so I've got
dropout.
to take over from your daughter.
Back inside does to Canane. Corey Canane scored a terrific try about 4 minutes into this second half. Now away to Shoemaker.
For the people watching, Seb's only in a bad mood because he lost 2 games of League of Legends.
Grove now through the middle. He looks for opportunities. Quick pass.
Oh, not square.
Mate, they're doing faster play of the ball than us at the moment. Oh,
And Bashara might come up with it for England here. Falla, the referee,
Ah, right, okay.
has he's decided.
Yeah, caught the ball
come
on the
back in
full with
Australian
one wheel
hands.
in
They
the
need a
goal.
try here. It goes to Grove now to Canane. Canane looks for something. Corey.
I missed that even on the
Wanted to go
replay.
left, ran out of room.
Good
Quick
eyes,
pass
Tim.
away to Hill. Flick pass back
I would have said he caught it outside and rolled in.
but he might have knocked on the ball, and he has.
that's a shame. They kind of tried to overplay it then. But Australia right now are doing faster play of the ball than us. I mean, we're not doing anything good at
They're
the
just
moment.
they're not hitting space. Zach, you jumped out big time then, man. That wasn't your man.
Works his way, uses his height well.
Gave it way too late. If we had played that, we would have gained way more meters.
Richardson through the middle, looking dangerous, tries to get the pass away. Now comes back
No.
and away go England through the middle. And it's King.
Tie 'em both up.
The young man from
Good play of the
Dartford gives it to
ball.
Collins.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
That
Wayne.
was better.
Beautiful pass
Did we?
away and nicely to King. To
Oh,
Collins.
pulled it off here.
Ah, that's a shame.
I'd rather him make that pass though.
Yeah, I'd rather him
Yeah.
make that pass.
I mean, in that whole set, nearly every single time, the pass would have been a better option because Ryan kept it twice, I think. I can't remember who did it as well. I think it was mostly Ryan, actually.
Terrific pressure from Australia and England on that occasion. No
Oh, that
points
fifth
go
and
the
last.
way of either side, so it's 50-24. And we are just under the half an hour mark. A repeat set for England here. A line dropout from Canane. Good ball in field. Goes to Collins on the first pickup. The lad from Leeds. Now he tries to get the ball away.
Delaying the tag again, Tim.
Goes away to Board.
Wow.
Short pass has King on his left-hand side. King now. The pivot. and
Push,
spin.
push, push. Come on, man.
Yeah, I would have either given that or taken it earlier.
So Hill is
Fortunately.
onside. King isn't.
He was going to turn and push away. He just didn't. He needed to push harder through the turn.
Back inside.
See, we're just doing
All
loads
run.
of tackles for
All
nothing
run.
right now.
Yeah, we're not getting anywhere, are we?
And again, it's really, really frustrating.
Something back to Bashara. Bashara looked for King. Couldn't
This
quite
is
get it.
awful.
Tackle from Hill.
It's
We just
awful,
we need someone to hit the ball at speed, that's all.
He's lost the ball. In fact,
We can't because every single time everyone's taking a drive, they're not doing a fast play of the ball. They're just trying to get through or,
Yeah, but
fighting.
even for the offload, like we're pushing at half speed to receive the
Yeah,
offload.
but you never know when the offload's going to come because he's fighting, and you're like hovering around waiting. Is the offload going to
That's
come off
why
or
we've
not?
got 4 other players to be able to take turns at taking their runs. One player goes 100 miles an hour. If you don't get the pass, he recycles in, and then the next person.
The sport's not there though, is it?
Away now to Craig Canane.
Lazy, lazy.
Through the middle. Beautiful ball away to Hill. Gives
Good
it back to
cover.
Canane. Magnificent hands. Now to Corey Canane. Corey Canane up the sideline.
They're really building the
King tries
pressure
to
on
come in. He
Aussies.
blocks him on the flank. Gives the ball
As
back
much as it's a little bit
inside.
frantic and throwing the
Nicely.
ball around a lot,
Yeah,
and
that's Bear.
they're
He
not
gives the ball back inside.
making
Gives
massive
it back
yards
to
with
Hill.
it.
Onto Canane.
It's-
And back to Hill.
Oh no, their
It's
offense
keeping the
isn't
defense
direct enough, yeah.
In the 12.
Stressing, isn't it?
The man they
Hmm.
call Bear.
But yeah, Australia do so many
Good hands for
actions and spots. It's really hard to follow to defend.
And he's tackled by Richardson.
You really got to keep your head up and make sure you know what's happening.
Chance for Canane on the fling. Tries to get it there. No, can't quite get it. And England come up with the football close to the line. Now King towards the halfway line. He's 10 short. Needs a quick tap
Come
and go.
on, bit of pace, something.
Richardson now through the middle. Great
He's
tackle
just-
there from Bear. He pops the pass beautifully to Collins.
He
Collins
seems to be
now
playing really slow.
He now gives it back to
Yeah,
Boardman. Boardman.
no one's
Beautiful
pushing
pass to
fast. Go on,
Richardson.
Ryan.
Richardson through a huge hole.
Oh, and
He,
push.
he didn't score. He didn't.
Great tackle. Great
stop from
tackle.
Canane, short of the line.
Right, watch that back. I just want to. I can't. I thought it was this try, but it was maybe not this one. Can I just see where I was? Was I in support there? For Ryan?
You're on the right wing, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
but I come in support, 100%. But am I afterwards?
Collins now inside the attacking quarter. He now
Fair
gives it
enough.
back to Boardman. Boardman, beautiful
Good.
pass to Richardson.
Oh, I get hit out by Bear.
And
Lewis
he
was there, though.
scored.
Yeah.
Great stuff from Canane, short of the line.
Even then, it wasn't. He didn't push it at all. He's a lot faster than that.
Absolutely flying through a hole.
I think it's the tall chair though. It doesn't. He's not as
Now
fast in the tall chair.
Ball goes
Yeah.
along. Beautiful pass, Bashara for the line.
Yeah, I just see the attitude on Corey then.
Be short. And now England on the
Watch
attack.
his
What was,
face.
what was the attitude?
Beautiful
Watch it.
pass, Bashara for the
Boom.
line. And it
Like,
will
get
be
back where you
short.
belong, Seb.
Plenty of noise coming from the Australian bench. Good pass away.
Oh, whoa.
Right,
Tackle
play
short
something
of
for
the
me here.
line. And it'll be a handover.
That was 6th tackle.
What was
That
that?
was
Was it?
shocking.
Yeah. Wait, we're playing awfully. It was really bad.
Australia. From Queensland, of course, one of the proudest men to wear the green and gold. Terrific player, of course, part of the
Boom! Go on,
And that's a hip thrust. Come on, Tim, please. Just was that a hip thrust or not? I mean, come on.
That's
Watch it back.
awesome.
He like charges up and then bam. That's a hip thrust, 100%. And this is me showing you. Like I just looked at you and showed you the hip thrust movement. How can you not whistle that?
Now he gives the ball back. Oh, Canane can't quite get it.
Karma gives it back to us though. The ref won't. The ref what doesn't. The Karma does.
England inside the attacking quarter through
Fucking ref.
50 to 24, as you can see, about 25 to go before full time here at the Whitlam Leisure Centre in Liverpool. Wonderful to have your company wherever you may
Right,
be.
come on,
this
England.
Monday
Set
night
something up now.
as Collins
You're
goes
embarrassing
inside
us.
the attacking line.
Play on. Ridiculous, Tim.
Richardson through a hole. But Tim Robinson,
Forward
the
pass.
referee, has found something, a high shot. So we'll give the ball back to
Oh,
Australia.
not tagging properly.
And now Canane will have possession here.
It would have been a surrender tackle anyway, in my opinion, because Ryan is non-ball carrying hand in the air.
I don't think that was a call in at the
Tim
time of this
Robinson has
game, was
given
it?
The ball back to England here.
I don't know, it has been in France for years, so I don't know what the rules are.
But you guys play different rules constantly.
We'll leave that
You
one
guys
for
can
now.
fake
Richardson
the
now
play
has
of the ball,
Bashara.
Yeah, we can.
Inside the attacking
which is
zone.
ridiculous.
Now goes away to Boardman. Boardman to Richardson.
Not been able to do that since
Richardson
08.
through. Couldn't quite get to the line. Still
Wait, can we watch that back?
Australia.
Yeah, I think it's a shame Lewis didn't come on the right wing there. I'm pretty sure we could have had numbers and scored a try. Because so if I take a... Have you just gone back? Yeah, here. So there's 3 players there. We need to be attacking 4 on that side now. All 4 on the right.
Couldn't quite get to the line. Still
We had a 4 and 2.
Needs to pass it now.
But even the 3 and 2 could have
Good
got.
defense.
Terrific defense. Close to the line from Canane.
How come this? Wait, can we watch it back again? I'm sorry. I just want to see how the 3 on 2 didn't work out.
Goes away to Canane, looked a little confused. We'll leave that one for now as Richardson now has the ball to Bashara.
It should have worked.
Inside the attacking zone. Now it goes away to...
Oh, Ryan went the wrong way.
Yeah, Ryan went the wrong way. If they just stayed like just classic rugby, just go out. That was a 3 on 2. It was an easy try. And he decided to come inside.
Terrific defense. From Canane.
Shame.
Trying to overplay it out there, thinking that's all that is. He's thinking he's got to do something special to do it, and they just had to do the simple stuff.
This is ridiculous. Well, watch that back, please, Tim. How can that? Was that not a try? I can't remember now. Watch this.
He's through a hole, and has he scored?
I'm going to go back into him.
Tag.
Watch what I do afterwards. I roll back into him.
Oh, Wayne didn't have a tag on it.
No.
If you watch Wayne's right shoulder, he doesn't have a tag on it, and he's not. It hasn't been pulled off. He just doesn't have a tag on it.
defensively as Collins away to Boardman. Now to
He did pass the ball before, though.
Nah, you're not going to get that.
No.
Still would have given a penalty to Bear. I mean, that's ridiculous.
You look angry.
And now Boardman has possession for England. The young man from Barnsley. He gives the ball across to Bashara. Bashara away to Collins. And this time...
They complained that they weren't ready for it. I can't remember now why.
Because I think they were still getting up at the other side.
Having a board meeting here.
I've got to hurry up, mate. Watch back. Can I see who wasn't getting up? Was it Bear? Serves him right.
Serves him right.
Nice.
And now Boardman has possession for England.
I was about to say, the Australian guy stood right there.
Yeah, they're not on side. To be fair, that they should have waited because they weren't on side.
It was just a tackle, though.
It's just a tackle.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
There wasn't a controlled start or anything.
It was just a tackle. It's their problem if they can't get up.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah.
And Bear, mate, you've got to get working on those triceps if you can't get up on your own.
It's not always down to your arms to be able to get back up in your chair, though.
Jack gives some fitness advice if you want to watch his page. He does some fitness
it's not
at
about
home.
having strong triceps at all. It's about your chair mechanics come into it a lot. Like Ryan struggles to get up, not because he hasn't got the ability to get up. He struggles because his chair's too big and heavy.
If I
It does help if you have stronger arms.
I can't get up.
If you physically can't bring your knees to your chest when you're trying to get back up, you'll struggle all day. Or if your chair's too wide or too long.
Mine's because of the height of my...
it's all right for you, Seb. Your chair's like really compact. It's really thin. It's really short. So it's easy for you to get up. It's easy for me to get up. Mine's the same.
No try. That in France would never be a try. And that during a World Cup wouldn't be a try either.
I missed it.
Just watch his arm.
Gives the ball back inside.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a try now.
This time they will score. Fred to make it 50.
What's that? Joe Coy comes on and we score straight away.
Yeah, but who was that? Who did an awesome play with the ball there?
Oh, it was all Scraps that.
Yeah, it was all Scraps. Scraps knows he can play off me. So he always does. And that just makes him look amazing. But I actually did all the work for him then. And then all he had to do was go through and unfairly, illegally put his
it was legal
hand in the air. I've never seen it as legal.
Because you're playing France with your own rules. We've covered this.
Mate, we've got to play to World Cup rules. And in World Cup rules,
those are the World Cup rules.
No.
You guys
nice play with the ball, Seb.
I'm not getting into this debate.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Because France, no, I'm not getting into it. No.
That's the same rule in England, mate. Honestly, it's been the same rule in England for ages. I asked Mark.
You invented your own rules for years just to in spite of England in certain games.
First of all, don't say you guys. Because I'm part of the England team. If you did not know, it's written here. It's bad here.
Brand new rules just to stop England from scoring and using their good things.
Mate,
you don't bring in
balls to consider me as a French guy.
That's my rant over. Shut up, Seb. That's a really touchy subject for me.
During World Cup 2017, which was before this game, non-hand carrying, ball hand carry, whatever you say, in the air was illegal too. I asked Martin Coy specifically
who was reffing it.
Tim Robinson.
The French were reffing it, mate.
Is that not a tie?
I thought he went out.
Bear gets his try.
See the replay. How did he score on that side?
Give the ball along the back line away nicely to Bretherton. And has
he was out. He was so out.
He was never out.
What do you mean? The white line is the out. He was so out, mate.
You saw the ball go down. Ball goes down before he's out.
No, he hits the cone first, mate.
Nah, watch.
All right.
Ready. Down.
Look what. Wait,
He already
Jack,
hit the
please read Tim's comment about hand in the air. I can't believe I actually agree with Seb. It is what we played at 2017. I asked the other referee if he put his arm up as I was obstructed by the post.
Wheelchair rugby league equivalent of the bunker.
It should have been no try. Thank you, Tim. Jack is so wrong about so many things. I can't believe his golden boot.
I'm not wrong about it. That rule was brought in just to stop England from beating France. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just like the dive was invented to stop us scoring tries.
You know what was brought in?
All the extra little rules around the play of the ball to slow Wayne's play of the ball down.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. You've only brought in rules to better France.
Yeah.
And I know that's very touchy subject and stuff, but I stand by it. Now that we're fully fledged with the RFL and we're running along the running game, things are run more legitimately, and they can't just implement the rules that they want anymore.
The dive one makes me sort of think, because that's a rule that's not in the running game. It's not in anything.
It came in, and I'm not trying to be big-headed on this. It came in after we won the World Cup, because in the game where we beat France, in the first ever time we beat France in 08, I scored a hat-trick, and every single one, it was a dive. It was, at the time, I could run at a gap, get my chair in front and dive for the line. So I scored 3 tries off it, and they shouldn't be able to do that. England cheated, and then they implemented the new rule after that.
Well, you shouldn't cheat then, should you?
You want to cheat? It was in the rules.
I think you should be able
and
to
then
dive.
After that, I started to...
I think you should
improvise, adapt, overcome, and that's what England do constantly. If France could do that, they might be better.
The only reason I can see why diving should be brought in, like not being able to, is just because people are going to get injured.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, but
I agree. I agree with it. I agree with it.
And less able people are less able to dive.
But the reason it came in was wrong. It wasn't brought in for safety. It was brought in as a "this is cheating" thing.
Right. With the less able thing, Seb, especially with spinal injuries, if they get hit, they go flying forward anyway.
Yeah, you can't aid that.
Yeah, I know, but you can't. I mean, I, for example, am nearly able. I could force myself to dive, whereas someone with a spinal injury, like Wayne, he couldn't force himself to dive over the line.
No, but I've seen
that's what I meant.
People get penalised for it still. They get knocked out.
If he tried, he'd just have to use the contact to do it. If he was smart about it, he could do it.
Play anything goes.
Their mate is so frustrating. He keeps grabbing people's chairs.
So Tim's just saying apparently France want to be able to play the arm in the air.
Well, yeah, because it was brought, like I said, it was brought in, and then they started. I remember it were 2013 World Cup.
So this is you being wrong again.
No, 2013 World Cup, we weren't allowed to put anything above shoulder height. Like nothing.
See, that's stupid.
That was the rule. So we were playing by that, and then we came up to a test match against France, and then France. It was the Rouen game that I don't know if it was what, but they came into that, and they were all doing it. It was Lauren Despres and a couple of the other friends. They all started doing this, and we're like, that's a tackle. That's a tackle, and they just carried on playing.
Go back, please. I can't listen to you and watch the game at the same time. It's just too hard.
Shut up, Seb.
Go back a lot.
I was in a good mood at the beginning of
it. More. Just go back for the whole set.
I want to watch everything you do.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Damn it, I'm triggered.
Yeah, the whole arm in the air thing, I think.
This is good. This is fast play of the ball, play it. And then he decides to offload it here, which is good. We keep going. Bear grabs my chair here and my shirt. I look at the ref. Keep going on, though.
You did the Joe Coyd look.
Give it.
Give it. Keep giving it. That was a try. God, that's a shame.
Yeah, the whole the whole arm in the hair thing, I think needs to be stopped. You should be allowed to.
It goes back to like if you get chair position, no one can get past.
It's what we say about the 2 arms in the air as well. It's like 2 arms.
Chair if you've got 2 arms in.
They think it's such a big advantage, and it's like, no, you can't You can't move.
You can't move. The argument is that they can offload it whenever they want, but that's what the surrender tackle's in for.
Yeah, if you're standing still with your arms in the air.
If you're pushing to the try line and you go in like this, how are they supposed to stop you?
Put your chair in front, like any tackle.
So if you have a slight advantage on the right, and he's coming from the side, and you put your hand up and just put the ball down.
All right.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to tackle him?
Get your chair in front.
That's literally the be-all and end-all, mate. We all play chair defense. The tag's the second thing. Stop the chair first.
Easy to say, mate.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of the game.
The whole point of the game is to stop that person getting past you. So get your chair in front and stop them getting past you.
For England, as Collins gets set for this conversion, so he was the try scorer. Getting a number of tries in this.
I think it'd be a lot easier for refs as well.
Well, yeah, you're taking, rather than having to put things down to how you interpret something or what your opinion is. Was it above shoulder? Wasn't it? If you just say anything goes within boundaries of safety and stuff. You say anything goes, the game will just flow so much better.
Well, it's like I had a try taken off of me in Scotland when we played in Wales against Scotland, because I put the ball down and my back arm went over my head because obviously I went down.
Because you leant down.
Like, oh, you put your arm in the air. I was like, no, what? No. Oh, yeah. One of those, I just turned around. I was like, we're winning this easy. There's no point arguing.
Match information, ticket information. Get involved and come along and see a game. It's a lot of fun. As Canane will get us back underway. A short kick off.
Good catch, Scraps.
Did you see the point and kick?
The point and kick. Or did he point the opposite way?
Information, ticket information. Get involved and come along and see a game. It's a lot of fun. As Canane will get us back underway. Short kick off. Brilliant hands there from Collins. Initially to pick it up. Canane, Corey.
Not going to get scraps with that.
Goes to Coyd and a big collision there with Bretherton.
That was a good tackle.
In Australia, as Brown now tries to get the ball away.
That was surprising, actually. He was so close. They must have been offside.
Joe Coyd works his way to the halfway line, gives it away to Brown. Brown works his way up the middle of the court. Has the young man out wide in Simpson. Can't quite get that part of the stick, and it goes to ground.
That's a difficult catch for Simo. That should have been a better pass.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Harry, the test debutant, gets it to the veteran in Dave
Bretherton. He finally gets whistled. Thank you, Tim. Oh, look at you, Tim. I dream of you doing that.
But you can only stop a chair if you are making an attempt for a tag. There's a difference between charging for a chair and getting chair position. But then 11 was the person who stopped his chair then. He wasn't going for the tag at all. He just got position on him.
To stop him short of the line along the
it's
back
like
line,
you can. This is
I
where
got through then.
Thinks I'm the dirty player. It's like in technicality of it, if you did go in to hit somebody, you can be reaching for the tag and not attempting to take it. So that's where the loophole's in there. So you can still go in, pushing your wheel with one hand to get extra power into the hit. And just before collision, put your arm up and then put it straight back on your wheel.
From a playing point of view as well,
but it's not advantageous. I got into the sort of routine of every time I make a hit, just lifting my arm up and then putting it back on my chair. So for technical reasons, you can't hit someone if you just got both hands on wheels. If I just did that and then waited for them to stop, then I take it.
Looks like a change coming here for Australia.
Thanks, Sean. I know what that comment means.
Just a moment as it goes away. Kick downfield, chance.
Can't always get it right, can you?
The English players go
Wait,
for it.
while I was rambling, did I miss Seb mess up?
Nah, it's all right, mate. Just move on.
Keep going back, I think.
Is it further, is it?
God, why did I should have even answered
that one, I think it was.
Back to Brown to the left. Left has numbers. He might go through, Brown.
I could have got that out to the wing, but we were too flat.
Quick tap and go, Bashara. Quick
Terrible, Seb. What are you playing at?
But I wasn't expecting Joe to be so slow. Honestly, I thought he was going to be way more forward than that, and he was actually 2 meters back.
Yeah, your fault that ball was on the floor before it got to you, Joe.
Just a moment as it goes away.
I keep forgetting how slow he is. I keep picturing him like closer to me, and then he's actually way back.
A great chase from him. Now it comes out the back. Now good pivot and spin there from Corey.
Sean, you were supporting me at the beginning of this. What's changed?
That's more like it, Seb.
That's more like it. I just fucked up your Corey Canane.
Can he go? Great defense from Corey.
Keep pushing.
Oh.
Well, actually, no. James didn't want to score tries, did he? He mentioned it because we got to the last game. I remember we got to the last game against New South Wales, and he was like, "I haven't scored a try this entire tour. I want to keep it that way." And then in the last game, we made sure he scored a hat trick.
Yeah. James scored a hat trick in the last game. What's the whole setback?
Mentality I want to hear, man.
This could have been disallowed.
Before. So you for lifting your arm up as well?
Yeah.
Before that, go back.
Do you mean before this?
I want to see myself beat Corey Canane, top Aussie player.
Now good pivot and spin there from Coyd.
What, from Marker?
Oh,
impressive.
Still interesting work.
Why did he stop pushing?
Nah, he could have done that and lent away. That was a try all day.
Mate, I would have
straighten up.
I would have got mental.
But not believing in yourself in rugby is a huge thing. I mean, many people stop pushing because they don't believe they can get to the try. I think what's interesting is it's very hard to know what your limits are when you're actually in a proper game. So that's why when you're training and you're doing your casual games, you've got to try and push your limits to see where your actual limit is. And then when you're in an official game like this,
Tom Allowell's right there. Yeah, he's setting up for the next one. He's agreeing with what Simo did, but
I think it was a good idea.
It was still good because we were set up for the next play, but he could have scored it.
Because if he tried to score it but didn't, he got caught. He would have fell over, and there wouldn't have been any try at all in the end. Or he could have tried and overplayed it, and then do a knock on or go into touch. You know, I think it was a smart play to do.
It was smart, but I think he could have got a little bit further.
I probably would have done the same.
Earlier in the year is now. Harry will take the ball up forward, the Queensland debutant.
Tom's saying, no way was Simo beating Corey 1v1. But the thing is, it's not 1v1 if he's on the left side here behind him. He's got a... Yes, Corey's faster, but he's got to stop him. He has to get all the way in front of him. He wasn't going to be able to do that.
No way.
Simo had room to go to the wing as well. So that would have meant he had to go all the way around the front of him and to the right of him to get a stop.
He had to jump on him big time.
Yeah, so he had more space than he thought. I think he needed to believe himself against Corey there.
Yeah.
With a little lean away, he could have got it. He was right in what he did. For the team, we scored off the next play, but it was a lot more difficult to score that try than it was to just push over the line.
Well, yeah, again, he was relying on you and your silliness.
My silliness. I didn't do anything silly. We just passed through hands.
Yeah. Then you did what was it, 270 turn to come back?
I just faked it right and went left. Basics, Fred.
Basics. Yeah. There you go. Basics.
Yeah, that was basics.
Basics. Still going.
Simpson gets barrowed at the line. Short.
Straight down line. Here we go.
Stretch.
Brown tries to get it. Loose ball picked up by the Australians close to the line.
We've got Sean that's on now. Go, Sean. Is that Sean? I can't see actually. Is it? Yeah.
I'm going to agree to disagree, Tom.
Plenty of noise on the court here at the Whitlam Leisure Centre in Liverpool. 7.5 to go before full time as they take it forward.
Who's James shouting at?
Now they
Who?
pull away.
James shouts a lot on the pitch. He shouldn't be there right now. The whole touch is open now.
In That's now to Ryan. Ryan to Canane. Canane now goes over the halfway line, and the crowd, they roar when this kid touches the ball. Ball back inside beautifully to Henman.
Nice. Wait, so comparing this to 2017, they play the ball so much faster. Honestly, it's much better.
Yeah, that's the main thing we were saying when we watched them games, wasn't it? They're attacking more in a straight line. I think Corey's brought a lot of that into the game.
Yeah, he's brought speed into it, yeah.
Collecting the ball at speed, but everyone's re-tagging a lot faster.
Canane now back into Henman. Chip kick
nice pickup.
Picked up by England. Ryan tried to get the one-on-one strip going. Bashara was the pickup. Now it comes back inside.
Oh, I was the pickup, was I?
Robinson.
Me doing the jerkoid.
Well, I think it actually grabbed your wheel. You seemed to stop dead on one side.
Absolutely flying as Brown to Simpson, and he works his way through there. Gives the ball back inside.
A compliment I would like to say about James is his evasive skills are so much better.
That's a pretty try.
His chair agility is really good.
Yeah, much better than it used to be. Honestly, like James is so much better than before.
Straight away, James has drawn 2 men. We've got a dummy runner on the wing, which pulls the marker away from Joe, and then the cross. That's just great rugby.
Great rugby.
Joe puts him down just for good luck.
Nice try, Sean.
28 with 6 to go before.
That's James.
No, nice try.
I meant Sean. Nice try for stopping James.
There's been patches where the Australians have been really strong. As Hazel is the man.
I think someone wants you to skip. That's what that was.
Yeah, I was daydreaming then. No one wants to watch me miss the kick.
By the time when we pushed around in courts and
there's some people that they're good looking when they do kicks, like Tom Halliwell. But I mean, watching you kick, really not interesting.
Coverage from down in Wollongong.
Good pickup.
Nice pickup though. I prefer watching you do pickups. You see, pushing
silliness, absolute silliness.
Down the touchline, has Canane chasing.
Oh, grabs your chair there slightly.
Yeah, but you see there, like that's what we're talking about with Simo, and he could have gone head down, and Corey had to get his chair in front of me to stop me. If he ran into me, yeah, I could turn around, but then I'd get the tag. So it was opportunities that way.
He won't catch him, Canane, and Brown scores the try for England. Tim Robinson.
Well done, Jack.
76 to 28. So England on a real charge here. They did it in the first opening stanza of the game.
You don't need to watch me kick again.
Doing it in this here.
Nah, really not.
Page.
You got it.
Yeah, of course I got it. I never missed.
Gets us underway. Goes down towards Bashar.
I kind of remember a game. I remember a game I was playing for Leeds against Halifax, and I remember you missing a kick then, mate.
He'll force
the kick.
It was actually a kick that cost you the game.
Yeah, the kick to win the game.
Touch it, so it'll come back to the quarter. So Brown now with tap.
That was my chimp. That game.
He'll come forward, gives the ball away, and now England take it to the line and play it just shy of the quarter.
So frustrating, this delaying the tag.
Charge through nicely to
good offload.
Good
nice.
Go on, Seb.
Brad Grove tries to get it. Magnificent hands from Bashar initially. Couldn't quite hold it. Simpson will have
that pass, mate.
It's a knock on.
Bad pass. Yeah, you only hit both your hands.
Nah, look where it landed. It landed in my feet, and I tried to catch it in my feet. Watch that back. You'll see it did not. Yeah, I did, and then I was in contact straight away. Look at this.
That landed in your hands.
That was you, mate.
It
wasn't. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a great pass, but you
my knees.
It was a forward forward pass anyway. But...
It just surprised me because it was such an easy pass. I was like, oh shit! And then contact was arriving, and then
So you bottled it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so you bottled it. It was forward pass anyway.
Henman with a bump and shove just inside.
Nathan Malone. I missed that kick against Leeds on purpose.
Yeah, I ignored that comment. I know it's
back to Henman. Now it goes,
not true.
Stays with Henman.
I know it's not true, but all Halifax lads don't believe me.
Now it goes away to Ryan. Ryan charges through onto Corey Canane. Can he get another try?
Oh. Well held. That was a great hold up.
Is it not now that we're going to score one of our greatest tries?
No, it's from the kickoff, isn't it? That. Oh yeah, it's this one.
This is it. This is it right now.
This is probably one of the best sets we've done as England ever.
This is it.
To be honest.
The support is there. Bam. Push away. Support's still there. Give it to Joe. Joe's going to get tagged. Support's coming. Jack takes it. Cuts back to the right. Passes it to Seb. And pass to James. Back inside to Joe. And it's a try. Beautiful stuff.
I love how Joe throws the ball at him after the try, though. Watch how angry he is.
That, my friends, is rugby.
It's like, you just did something really good, Joe. Celebrate. Why are you getting angry?
81 points to 20.
That is rugby. Watch that back, please. That is a beautiful try, my friends.
It's on the floor.
Oh, it was me. I got
Obviously,
it.
Jack.
I
Yeah,
took
who
one
else?
for the team, mate. Took one for the team.
No one else cries except for Jack. So good catch
You'll
from
see when I get
James.
smashed. I've put
Tackle
my ball in
one.
the line to get you that ball.
The in-goal area and into the field of players. Brown now works his way
So this is a perfect example of always being there in support, because when we realise Jack's pushing, we come into a support. Joe's support there in the inside.
He even slowed down.
Coyd now works his way inside the attacking zone.
He's looking for
then-
Hazel then.
Brown, beautiful flick pass.
Yeah, I went straight into Corey's wheel.
Special to Simpson. Back to Coyd. England will score.
This is special, says the commentator.
And they score more points here in Liverpool.
Lovely.
Before you have a go at me, watch my back.
It gives to the Coyd.
Go straight into his push him.
Attacking zone. He gives the ball beautifully away. Brown, beautiful flick pass to Bashar.
I got cheese grated. I got cheese grated on his spokes as well.
Mate, I still think you could have just got... I would have just got back up.
84 points.
I don't think you know what it's like.
Was that the last play of the game?
Yeah, that's it.
And Tim Robinson blows
Excuses, Seb. Look like hands to me. God, I get so much hate from the comments.
famous countries.
Best England try going. Yep, and it is one of the best. I must say, it was a very good try.
It had everything, doesn't it?
We had
Yeah,
a really good, a fluid one actually when we played.
Wait, sorry, what?
Well,
Sorry, we? Oh, where?
yeah, Wales, mate. You weren't there.
Oh, okay, mate.
No, you weren't picked.
You weren't picked.
No, that was actually the England Knights.
No,
No,
it
it
wasn't.
What game were we talking about then?
The
In
home
the
nation.
Home Nations.
Yeah, well, that's not England. That's England. That's B team
So why has everyone got a cap from it?
Yeah, mate. How you doing?
because it's still part of England.
Oh, so
B
now,
team.
now it's part of
Oh,
it.
so now it's part of England.
Yeah.
So did you play Jack?
No,
Jack wasn't there. He was. where
Oh,
was
there
he?
you go.
I think I was away actually. Were we on holiday?
You was on holiday.
Yeah, I was on my honeymoon.
Honeymoon. What about Wayne? Was he playing? No, he was coach. Was Joe playing?
Joe Coyd. No, he was running tags.
Ah, okay. Right.
Lewis was.
I think my point's made now.
Yeah, mate. Paving the way. But anyway, we had actually a really good fluid try in one of those games as well, which was great. It's really good.
I'd love to
through-hand
watch
play.
that. Unfortunately, the stream's awful.
It's fun.
It's
Is
a
it not?
funny angle, isn't it? It's quite low to the ground where they're recording from. But I remember watching that. We was in, I think we were in New York actually,
New York.
and I remember that Wales game. Wales came out all guns blazing, didn't they? And they were winning for
Yeah, that was tough, mate.
a fair bit. And then
Plowing
but
everyone out of the way.
you know when you go abroad and stuff, and you don't get very good reception, like you get
Yeah.
connection and stuff, but it's just so slow.
Mm.
I was watching it, and then I went up, and it like on my phone, it just flickered the score. And it showed there were like 20 points up, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then it went off.
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on? What's going? We need to find an internet cafe. Running around, and Jade wanted this rainbow bagel, and I was like, "We can't get the bagel."
Jade wanted this rainbow bagel.
I was at a concert at the time, I think, and I remember thinking, "Shit, what's happening?" And I just wanted to try and watch it to give advice and stuff to get things changed. What made the whole game turn, like change? What happened? Was it when you came on? I guess.
Red
Yeah,
came on.
We started off. It was in that game was me, We had Scraps, who was playing centre, which was mind-boggling. Then we had, I think it was Nathan Mullow, Rob Hawkins, and Josh Butler. So they're all really small against Wales, and Wales were just ploughing everyone out the way.
Catching through, yeah.
Yeah. And that's when Wayne was like, Fred, stop trying to put out fires. And I was like, mate, they're just cleaning everyone out. It's like, I'm the only person they don't knock out of the way. But yeah.
Yeah.
This game, this was a good game. What we just watched anyway. So this was the first test, wasn't it?
Yeah, in Liverpool. Next one's going to be in Wollongong.
But in terms of
honestly,
the best thing about it is you watch the difference in intensity and speed that Australia have from the World Cup, like the improvements they've made there. Again, like the score doesn't really show the battle that happens.
No,
I know. And then I think they didn't have as much preparation as we did. I mean, they didn't have as many camps or anything, whereas we were proper prepared for that.
Oh yeah, we were training every 2 weeks, weren't we, or something?
Maybe not that much, but quite a lot.
We were getting once a month, but usually we for tests like that in the past, we've only had like 3 training sessions before a test match.
Yeah, and we had
trial, selection, and training.
And what changed as well is we had camps of full weekends. Like there was a Saturday and a Sunday, not just 2 hours on the Sunday afternoon. I hated that. Really pissed me off. That.
Oh yeah, because you used to come over. From France.
I had to fly over, stay for 3 days, and we would train for like 1 hour and a half.
Like 3 hours. We trained for 3 hours, and then Seb would have to go. And we'd be like,
it wasn't even 3 hours. It was like max 2 hours. And I wasn't even tired. I was like, come on, we can push a bit more than this. I know, that's it. 1 hour and a half training. That's it. Let's go home now. Mate, I had to miss a whole weekend of work. Come over for like 3 or 4 days, pay for my flights, pay for my hotel. It was like, for 1 hour training? Oh, fuck off.
I remember.
This is a lot of my old rage coming out.
I remember even further back, the same kind of thing had happened because it'd get to the end of England training and the hall would still be like getting paid for. So we're like, we'll stay behind and scrimmage. And then that got knocked on the head because not everyone was staying behind and scrimmaging. So the lazy people who didn't stay behind to carry on training, just the players like scrimmaging and playing games, they weren't staying behind. And then it got knocked on the head because it wasn't involving everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, anyway, so the point was we were really well prepared for this game, whereas Australia, I don't think they had as much preparation and training. So it just shows that if they had a few more camps and everything, which they probably will do for World Cup, their level is just gonna, spike up so much.
And if you think about when they talk about home advantage and things like that, like the Aussies were traveling just as much as we were throughout this tour. They were staying in the same areas we were when we were, so there was no like advantage of them being stationed there. We had to travel all over.
Get the hankies out, folks. Yeah, mate. No, I'm happy for the change because it affected me more than anyone else before coming over. It was ridiculous. Now that I come over, it's actually for a proper reason. We train all day Saturday, all day Sundays. So
And then there's
I don't know.
Then we do video analysis sessions. We do
it's an actual camp.
Psychology stuff, nutrition stuff. It's so good now compared to back in 2000. Before 2008, it was just Wayne in a sports hall saying, "Push your damn chair, play the ball fast. Right, let's go." We'd literally train for 20 minutes on a new play that he's come up with, and then leave and go to the pub.
Yeah. Aussies only had one camp all together, and that was the selection camp. Exactly. So it just shows how much better they could be with a bit more preparation.
Preparation's key.
NRL,
the real shame.
That for me, the biggest thing for Australia is getting that NRL involved, like the RFL and the FFR in France and England. If the NRL get involved in that, Australia are going to be the team to beat because when they get the training facilities, the scope and the publicity of the NRL, like Australia is wheelchair rugby league. So NRL, if anyone from NRL is watching, just give them money.
Backing, I think, is what you should say, really.
No, money.
But yeah.
All right.
So it's an interesting game.
Quiz!
Tomorrow is the quiz.
7 o'clock, Seb.
Right, if tomorrow's the quiz, I'm just going to get rid of him. Right, so tomorrow is the quiz, and what's going to be happening is me and Fred are going to be hosting it because this man has got a game to play.
You forgot.
And not the game you think.
No, I've got some serious business going on at 7. And I finish at 8, but they don't want to push it back 1 hour. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it, guys. I'm so sorry because I know it'll be completely different without me.
You know it starts at 8 your time, right?
8 your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need it to start at 8 your time, though. That's the thing.
Oh, so what you're saying is it finishes at 9. So 2 hours.
9 my time. No, I just need... It starts at 7 your time. I just need it to start 1 hour later, and I'll be okay. I can join in.
Right.
Not going to happen.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure all the fans are going to be very disappointed with me not being there.
You can just come in when you've lost your game.
And you know, I feel very sad about it, and I'm really looking forward to the next quiz night. So maybe we could have a special
priorities
thing when I get in.
But yeah, if you have any Wheelchair Rugby League questions, send them into the Wheelchair Rugby League email at gmail.com, and they'll be asked during the quiz as well. If Seb eventually turns up because he's used to his game and he gets killed straight away,
he can be bothered.
He will be there.
So talk to us now.
Yeah, sorry, what? This is Sarah trying to cook and she keeps asking me questions.
But yeah, that's the thing. Always remember, use code FRED for all of your beard struggles.
Might actually get up at 4 a.m. to watch now, says Tim, just because I'm not on. Hey. Tim, you've got to start focusing. You've got to realize what is a hip thrust, what isn't, what is delaying the tag, what isn't. You know, you've got to work on the rules a bit, mate. And Sean, I am never angry. The only time I've ever been angry is when Bear smashed me in the Queensland game, and that's it. If not, I'm not an angry person. I just, you know, I'm smiley all the time. Very positive.
Yeah. So, yeah, quiz tomorrow.
Quiz tomorrow, 8 p.m. GMT.
7.
Also, guys, can we get some love for the page? And if people can get some sharing and some liking, because we've got a lot of people who follow who don't like the page, which is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
I'm going to follow that person around, but I don't like them.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's always the other way around. People will like the page and then unfollow it. But we've got more followers than we do people that like it, which, yeah, crazy.
You're all crazy.
I missed your mum's comment there. Is that yes or is that why? Is it why have we got a French playing for England?
Yes, Heather.
Heather, do I sound
French?
Do I sound French to you? God.
No, he just lives.
You're lucky we have a French player playing for England, mate.
So you are
early on, what I tried to say is, because Jack was going on about all these things that the French did to stop England from winning. Do you know what England did to stop the French from winning? Bring Seb on. That's what happened.
Wow.
Probably the only questionable thing we've thought about doing is getting Harry involved.
We should probably get into that at some point, though, of why you actually play for England and not France.
Because I'll tell you right now,
mate.
The only reason he plays for England over France.
No, mate, they're completely wrong. Everything you're going to say right now is a complete lie.
Hang on. Sorry, what was you saying, Jack?
I said when he wanted to play for France, they said he's not good enough, so England was Seb's second choice.
Never true. That was such a lie, mate.
That's exactly how many. We said, why don't you? When you first joined, you said, why don't you play for France? They said, I'm not good enough.
I've never said that. Why do you think I would actually say that? I never said that, mate. You do not know the truth, right? I'll go through the whole story. I've always been very, very proud of being English. I was born in England, born in Nottingham. I moved to France when I was about 9 or 10, but I've always been very proud of being English. And when I got to France, I got a lot of bashing from the French. You know, like, oh, you fucking English, you fucking English. So I've always been even more proud of being English because I was trying to push it out, saying, no, I'm English, I'm proud of it. So when I was getting to that level, I really wanted to get into the England team, and I was doing everything I could to get into the England team. And you don't know how many times I've been approached by Sylvain Krasnodovich, and I've always turned it down. Always. And I could have easily got in the French team.
Yeah, that's after we taught you how to be good.
No. And I've always thrived through being in the England team and never even thought about going to the French team. Not once. I would hate it. I would never sing the Marseillaise. I would hate it. I don't feel French at all. I don't have any French blood at all. Oh. There you go. And I hate the French. I hate the French.
Can come flying through here from Sarah. Sarah's just going to come in and we're going to see a murder soon.
Yeah, she's looking at me now. I'm actually trying to control what I say because she's not going to cook very good food if I keep going on about it. Anyway, you just keep away from the thought that I'm French. I'm really not.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
Right.
So there's only 2 times that
I've
ever been angry, right?
and the story Jack's bringing up is a joke that Cyril made one day, saying, "Oh, the only reason Seb's not playing for France is because he's not good enough." I mean, Cyril, mate, come on. You know.
Have you sorted out when you're doing your French only stream yet?
Yep. Well, it should be Sunday, shouldn't it? We haven't done any advertising actually, but it should be Sunday.
Wow.
Dude.
I'll after this we finish this, I'll give a call to Cyril and Gilles, make sure they can do it. If it's not Sunday, Monday, it will be Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, right, okay. Well, let us know because we'll have to do the stream if.
Yeah, and if we do the stream, it will be the England against Australia second Test match of the Ashes tour. Anyway, I think we've gone on enough now. It's been 1 hour and 6 minutes. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
This never gets boring, you know. It never gets boring.
Oh, dear. This is fun. Well.
I'm hosting again next time. This is so frustrating.
Just you've got a what did you say? You've got a problem with authority, mate.
A mutable voice.
Authority.
Oh, you've got a mutable voice. Right, okay, right, we'll see you tomorrow for the quiz for those who are watching.
7 o'clock.
And happy VE Day.
We might see you Sunday. Happy VE Day, everybody.
Get your flags out. You know.
My mum's actually
remember.
She's making some scones, jam and cream or something today in honor of it. So might have to see what vegan style scones I can make.
Oh,
lovely. Good luck, you vegan boy. Right. Ciao, ciao. Muchos